When I saw a foreign man smiling at me, my whole world started to crash in. I fought back tears thinking, this has to be a dream. Someone just wake me from this horrible nightmare and rescue me. I was 15 years old when I was rescued, along with my 2 sisters and 3 cousins. The youngest was just a baby. We're all now safe and happy living with our new family at the Village of Hope in the Philippines. But before, it would be hard for you to believe a life like mine could even exist. At 9 years old, my mom sent me to live at my aunt's house. At 2 a.m. one morning, my aunt shook me awake. She said, "Elly, I have a friend who wants to say hi and do a show for him." I was half asleep and didn't understand what was happening, but I tried to obey. Afterwards, I was shaking and sick to my stomach, but I was told to go back to bed. I couldn't sleep. I buried my head in the pillow and cried and cried. I just wanted to go back home. The next morning, I was so tired, but I put on a fake smile and tried to act normal at school. That night changed me. And inside, I became two-faced Elly. This abusive cycle continued for months. I was so tired, physically tired of pretending until my mom came and took me home. It felt so good to at least be free from my monster. A few nights later, I felt someone shake me. It scared me, but when the light turned on, I realized it was my mom. At first, I felt safe. My mom said, "Elly, wake up. Can you do me a favor?" I felt okay because I thought it was not going to be like the other favors my aunt made me do. Wiping my sleepy eyes, I said, "What is it, Mom?" She said, "Can you say hi to my friend Peter?" "Who's Peter?" I asked with a sudden knot in my throat. She handed me the cell phone as she brushed my hair back from my eyes and very sternly said, "Just say hi and do what he says." When I saw a foreign man smiling at me, my whole world started to crash in. I fought back tears thinking, this has to be a dream. Someone just wake me from this horrible nightmare and rescue me. After the show, my mom left the room and I broke down sobbing as I fell into my bed. How can my mom do this horrible thing to me, I thought. What am I going to do now? I have no other place to go. I don't even have anyone to tell that I am not safe. Two-faced Elly became my life once again. But this time, my own mother became the monster at night. My own family was out to destroy me. They stole my innocence, my life, my soul. They stole all hope of ever being free, as I was swapped back and forth for several years from my home to my aunt's. Manipulating mind games were used, as I was told that there would be no money for electricity, food or milk for all the children if we do not do this. At times, I could hear them talking about money as if we were toys for sale. I knew what we were doing was horribly wrong, and I hated it. I became a two-faced robot with no soul. It became routine, just like a blanket. I would fold each morning and lay aside without thinking or feeling. My dark mask was worn at night, but at school I would put my pretend smile mask over my dark soul and try to survive another day. Ultimately, I lost myself. I let the darkness fill me. I wanted to die. I wrote a poem from the words that ran through my mind and heart over and over every night. Rescue me. Help me. Monsters are chasing, can't you see? Monsters are whispering, can't you hear? Monsters are shouting, you're nothing. Can't you feel my pain? Monsters are pushing, end it all, just jump. Can't you hear the whys I'm asking? Monsters are laughing, you're all alone in this darkness. Can someone please rescue me? I'm very thankful that God heard my cries and sent someone to rescue my sisters and cousins and me. It was very scary at first because we thought nearly everyone were monsters and didn't believe that real love could ever exist for us. When I first arrived at the Village of Hope, I was convinced that if my home parents ever knew the secret dark side of Elly, I would be discarded. So I wore my smile, I'm okay, Elly mask. But day after day, all the leaders at the Homes of Hope poured out unconditional love on me. And eventually, I felt safe enough to slowly open up with one of the co-directors of the homes. She told me that many people around the world helped build the homes at the Village of Hope to give children just like me a chance to find love and hope. She told me that God made sure someone heard my cries so that I could be rescued and healed. Most of all, God was the true rescuer, healer, and lover of my soul. It wasn't long until I was safely wrapped in her arms, sobbing as all that was stuffed into the deepest, darkest closets of my soul poured out. That glorious day, my incredible God came and rescued me from my sin, my anger, my shame, and the pain. He gave me a brand new life and even a brand new name. As His word and promises were poured into me, I began to embrace that I was no longer two-faced Elly, unwanted and used as a pawn. I was now adopted as the daughter of the King and welcomed into the most loving family of God. That day, my name was changed to Elena, meaning bright, shining light. In South Africa, where I'm from, we always say, I don't know if you guys say this, but we always say it takes a village to raise a child.
You know, and I would say it takes a team to rescue one. Maybe you feel called to join that team to rescue the next Elly. Would you consider joining that team, our team, God's team? Let's go get the next Elly.